Welcome back to Tomorrow's Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. Basically, I'm just giving you a quick rundown on the differences between Division I, II, and III. There's so many changes taking place right now with recruiting where you guys are having a lot of different things that you have to look at to see how well those fit into what it is that you're looking to do once you begin playing collegiate sports. And I want you to take everything into consideration while basing all your facts that you find together before making that final decision. I was given a list of a few things that, many student athletes found to be important to them as far as them making that final decision. And one of them, I'm going to read them off to you. Coaching, facilities, gear, playing time, and scholarships. I'm sure many of you are well aware that each college in all divisions, be it Division I, Division II, or Division III, they all have a budget that each sport is assigned throughout the calendar year. So all of that is put into play when it comes down to how much money is being offered to you for scholarships, how much money is being allowed to give you for book vouchers, your stipends, your meal plans, so on and so forth, right? Okay, so I want you to understand one thing, that all of the colleges and universities around the country, they're not given the same budgets between, from Division I, II, and III. Guys, you got to understand, we all know about the Power 5 schools. These are big schools that have big programs. A lot of the universities and colleges that have smaller programs, they're not being allotted a big amount of money within their budgets. So keep that in mind as well, okay? But I'm not saying the smaller schools have smaller budgets. Don't get that confused, okay? Because there's a lot of small schools out there that have bigger sport programs that have a lot of financial backing that they're getting every year. So it may not pertain. This information may not pertain to that school. So take every college and university that you look at, depending upon D1, D2, and D3 on different bases. Again, guys, do your research to find out exactly what D1 and D2 schools, they give scholarships to student athletes. D3 schools, those are more so privately owned colleges and universities. Matter of fact, they give all academic scholarships. They don't give out any athletic scholarships, okay? I just want that to be known. So, guys, let's get into the meat of the topic here. Coaches. Division I, II, and III, they have a lot of great coaches at all levels of competition. So, guys, you have to do your research on the college and university that you're looking to attend, be it a D1, D2, or D3 school. You have to keep in mind that a lot of these colleges, a lot of these great college coaches are looking for better opportunities. So it's going to come a time where you're going to have to ask questions outside of directly speaking to the coach so that you get a definitive answer. Sometimes some of the coaches may be a little forthright as far, forthcoming with information that can help you better make your decision. Sometimes they're going to do what they think is best for their college or university and not provide that information because they want you at that institution as a recruit to help build their program. Another thing, guys, gear. I know a lot of guys speak about gear. I know everybody, like I said, everybody likes to look good, feel good, and look good on the field because it makes them play good. I'm with you all the way on that one. That, again, guys, it goes back to the budgeting. A lot of your top end schools they're gonna allow you to get more from more gear than other schools because the financial ability is there to provide that service to you. It doesn't happen on all colleges. It doesn't happen on all campuses. And that's that's at all levels, 1, 2, and 3. Again, guys, you have to ask your questions. A lot of that will be told to you while you're sitting there interviewing the coach and the coach is interviewing you. But again, that should be another question that you have written down on your pad, on your pad there that you want to ask to the coach, just like the original one as far as where does the coach see themselves 4 or 5 years from now? That's an excellent question to ask a coach. I mean, I'm just throwing something out there for you so that you don't go into this with nothing to ask. And then when it's all said and done and you sign on the dotted line and things don't go the way you wanted to, you're upset and angry because that coach decided to take his talents elsewhere. Facilities. Again, that goes back to what I stated before. You have a lot, I'm going to start with D3 schools because you have a lot of D3 schools out there that put money back into the sports that generate revenue for them continuously every year, and as well as they having boosters that push the money into those schools as well. We already know your top end Division I and Division II schools, they're going to get that financial backing from their boosters and their alumni and, you know, different money that they may get based on if they have TV contracts, sponsorships, different endorsements, you name it. Guys, the finances are there. You're going to hear me say this all the time. Do your research, okay? You have to do your research on these things. And again, we already know, depending upon whatever sport it is that you're playing, that school may be receiving a lot more money in revenue based off of how well that school does as far as the competition that they're playing, so on and so forth. So look into all of those things as well. Playing time. If you're not producing at a top D1 school, I'm gonna tell you right now, they're always looking to replace you. So I want you to get that in your mind right now. If you're not looking to go out there and leave it all on the field every single time you touch that field, be it practice, workouts, you name it, they're always going to be on the lookout to find somebody to come in and replace you. Guys, you always have to stay on top of your game. D2 and D3 schools, they are just as competitive, but they will hold true to a lot of the things that they say to you, depending upon the school. Every school has an angle as far as if you're not producing, they're going to go ahead and pull you off the field. So by no means am I saying that, you know, once you get a scholarship to go to a school, you're free and clear to just slack off and don't do anything. I'm not saying that at all. But I am advising you to take a look at that depth chart to understand where you may fall, because just like you, and I'm sure 7 to 8 other individuals or student athletes that they spoke with that they want to become a part of the program, they gave them the same song and dance that they're giving you. So look at the depth chart to see who's graduating, who's staying, and also you may want to pay close attention to what's going on when it comes time for you to come to the college and report date on who they got coming in new. You know, who's transferring to the school that's playing the same position as yourself. So again, guys, there's a lot of different things that you have to keep on the radar to find out what's going on. And not to mention, you need to make sure that your grades are together in class, because if you're ineligible, that's an easy exit for you automatically. So just keep in mind, guys, you still have to do your part. It's not you sign on a dotted line and everything is all good and they just going to take care of you and pamper you. It doesn't work that way. Like I said, I'm giving you all the doors. You got 3 doors there to look at: D1, D2, and D3. Open those doors up, look through them doors, walk inside the door and look and see and get an understanding of what they are requiring from you, and then make your decision. Last topic is going to be scholarships. If you guys didn't already know, D3 schools does not give athletic scholarships. They don't. They give D3 schools give academic scholarships, not athletic scholarships. Okay? So you guys got to understand, they're going to look at your grades as well. Everything, when it comes down to D1, D2, and D3 schools, D3 requirements are slightly different than D1 and D2 schools. D3 schools are going to look more at your academics more so than what you can do on the field. Okay? Guys, keep that in mind as far as when you're making your decisions. Some of you guys just want to go, some of you guys still want to play because you enjoy the sport and you're not ready to let it go. And you want an opportunity to continue on playing collegiate sports after you left high school. So that's all well and good, understood. But let's make sure that we have everything in place and we have all our I's and T's dotted and crossed so that we don't cross ourselves. Do yourself a favor. Evaluate your situation from top to bottom before making a decision. Know what's behind each door. Know what's behind each door before signing your name on that dotted line. You've heard me say that a couple of times already. You must do that for you. You must do that for you. Know what you're signing, guys. Take a look at everything, top to bottom. Don't fall in love with a coach. because the coach might not be there. Make sure you dot all your I's, cross all your T's, and research everything before you make a decision. And like I always tell you guys, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, leave us a comment. Click that notification bell so that you get all brand new videos as they are dropped. Follow us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be that one and lead.